Okay, good morning, folks, and welcome to Coffee Talk with Bob over at the Contrarian Trader. And we're waking up to NASDAQ futures up top. This is the NQ, the NASDAQ 100 futures version of the triple Qs. And we've been flat. We had a move up higher overnight. That's because you had the Aussie Japanese yen trade rally a bit, came off of its lows. In fact, I did a live stream last night before I went to bed, and you saw the euro, dollar, and Aussie dollar all at the same time skyrocket up and trade higher versus the Japanese yen. That is since unwound. And why does that matter? It's the yen carry trade. It's not over yet. The unwinding is not over yet, despite what CNBC has to tell you. So the Aussie US dollar trade, and if you're wondering, let's go back for a moment, just so for those that are not familiar with what happened in the currency markets back on the 5th, which was right here. This is this is the NQ, right? NASDAQ 100. We double bottomed out. What coincided with that bottom? Well, what coincided with the bottom was a bottom in the Aussie US dollar Japanese yen trade. So ever since then, we've been on a rip-roaring, rip-your-face-off rally on that currency pair. And so have we been on a rally with the NASDAQ 100, triple Qs, Dow Jones, not so much the small caps, but the S&P 500, yes. So things may change up here a little bit. We left the day yesterday on the triple Qs, pretty overbought. This is a daily chart, 5-minute chart of the triple Qs. You can see that the automated trend lines are telling you, hey, man, relative to the 2 standard deviation Bollinger Band, relative to resistance above, they closed as very, very strong. The problem is we need a pullback. And on that rally, we did some shorting of the Qs just for a scalp in the futures market. I had hoped to take it off last night. It didn't come down to us. I think it's going to this morning. I think it all depends upon the Aussie US dollar trade. Now, for the record, for the past 2 weeks, we've had a down yield curve, meaning 2s versus 10s. This morning, you could see that the 2-year is down relative to the 10-year, which is now down as well. This was up only a few minutes ago. So now it's unchanged. So right now, we have a slight steepening of the yield curve. We are down on the week at current, barely holding on to monthly gains. But if this begins to resume upward, it's going to be very, very difficult for the market to continue up higher. Watch the yield curve. Watch the Aussie dollar, Japanese yen pair trade. Because as you can see here, here's the ratio chart. As a matter of fact, before we go to that chart, breaking, this came out after I did my commentary last night, actually before, but I didn't see this until last night. Japan is breaking the global financial system. The recession is what dictates the next move. S&P 500 and Japanese yen, 5-week weekly return. So traders are taking notice of this price action in Aussie US dollar. Here's the history of the unwinding of this trade, 1998, 2008, and it doesn't usually end well. So keep an eye on it. So Aussie US dollar Aussie US dollar ratio chart, you could see that yesterday we closed up. Solid day. It looks as though we want to go higher on a daily time frame. So what we're going to be watching for here is a takeout of yesterday's lows on this pair trade at spot 981. Where are we now? We're down below it. So it's going to be an interesting morning today, to say the least. Now, looking at yields this morning are up fractionally, and we have volatility, which was up. That since pulled back from its highs. We're still up on the session. This is the forward-looking VIX contract in the futures, up about 1/3 of a percentage point. Let's check in with the rest of the market. We don't have much economic data today. We have a couple of Fed heads out there. Let's take a look at light sweet crude, which took a pummeling yesterday and on Friday. We're bouncing back this morning up spot 1.5. Checking in with gold. Gold up over another 0.75 of a percentage point on the session. Natty gas, strong move up higher, up just shy of a half percentage point. Looking at the Russell 2000, it is up fractionally. Watch yields. If yields move up, it's going to be difficult for the RUT to move up as well. You had Palo Alto Networks report earnings after hours last night. Good earnings. 351 per share in the pre-market last tick. 351.46 to be specific. The close yesterday was 343.36. The anticipated market maker move was roughly a $31 move. So not a big move up higher here relative to what the market makers anticipated. And that's on the heels of a pretty good earnings report and a buyback. Now, Lowe's came out this morning. As a matter of fact, I want to go to Boeing first. Boeing came out. They're grounding their fleet of 777s again. And we're ticking down. Just when it started looking okay for the company, more bad news. But I'm wondering whether or not this is management getting in front. Remember, they have new management. Are they getting in front of the problem? This may be good news. Excuse me. This may be bad news is good news. If they show competence, if they show proactivity, the street may give them a pass on this and they may move up higher. Lastly, Lowe's came out this morning, reported earnings. They beat. Not much move in the pre-market session here. Anticipated market maker move was about $8.50, well within that range. So, folks, keep an eye on the yield curve. Keep an eye on the Aussie US dollar, Japanese yen trade, because the yen, at last look anyway, was up, and that is not bullish for U.S. equities. The cost of borrowing in Japanese yen becomes more expensive. We remain up. And it looks as though, let's go to a longer dated chart, 1 hour view. Potential inverted head and shoulders setup, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We want to know if we break out. And we'll set up an alert. And we're good to go. Folks, have a profitable trading day. I will talk to you soon. And if you're not already on our list of members to our new public forum, which is launching on the 30th of 2024, very, very soon, Labor Day weekend launch. It's free, no credit card required. It's a private community. You want to get free of CNBC and be with traders of like mind and not have to pay crazy money to... Why is this not showing my screen here? Hold on. Let's play screen share. There we go. There we go. Link below. Join traders of like mind. It's free. Don't pay ridiculous amounts of money to be in a chat room. I'm making it free. So join us. And we will be doing our Sunday Night Futures live stream from the public forum. And just enter your email address. We hate spam too. Have a profitable trading day. I'll talk to you soon, folks. Be well.